Willkommen in einem anderen Afrikaans video. Welcome to yet another exciting video. This video looks at a number of episodes of Star Trek, the original series or generation, to identify historical references which can be used to determine the original history of the Star Trek universe. The episode order used in this video is the production order. Episodes 54 to 55 are covered in this video, only 2 rather than the normal 6. In order to understand the development or the history or vision of the series, we need to study the episodes in the order they were written. While I'm uncertain of the exact writing order, the production order is about as close as I can confirm. The episode order as broadcast is also included. Special thanks to the transcripts which can be found on the Geschichte site. When Gene Roddenberry created Star Trek back in 1966, he had a vision which remained basically consistent. However, when Next Generation was released in 1987, Gene's vision had changed and the past needed to change in order to be consistent with the new vision. This video series will look at the original vision of Star Trek, starting with the earlier source material. Any historical facts from later sources which contradict the earlier references must be assumed to be in error or will be ignored. Minor changes in nomenclature can obviously be excused. The Amiga Glory is the 23rd episode of the second season. It was the 54th episode produced. Its star date is unknown and its original air date was the 1st of March 1968. We are shown a new planet, in this case Amiga 4. Amiga 4 was another parallel Earth, in this case one where Asians had conquered the Americas, and now, many years later, the original Americans are taking or retaking their country back. Sulu. Approaching planet Amiga 4, sir. Object ahead. Another vessel in planet order, Captain. Tracy. I said lock up the savages. The prisoners are called Yangs. Impossible even to communicate with. Hordes of them out there. They'll attack anything that moves. Tracy again. Our medi-scanners revealed this planet as perfectly harmless. The villagers, the clones here, were friendly enough once they got over the shock of my white skin. As you've seen, we resemble the Yangs, the savages. My landing party transported back to the ship. I stayed down here to arrange for the planet survey with the village elders. Next thing I knew, the ship was calling me. The landing party had taken an unknown disease back. My crew, Jim, my entire crew, gone. We discover another, I assume, sister ship to the Enterprise, in this case the USS Exeter. Captain's log. Aboard the USS Exeter, commanded by Ron Tracy, one of the most experienced captains of Starfleet. What could have happened to him and over 400 men and women who were on this ship? In summary, we've discovered Amiga 4 was another parallel Earth, in this case with Asians that had conquered the America equivalent. Now, many years later, the original Americans are retaking their country. USS Exeter is a sister ship to the Enterprise. Assignment Earth is the 26th episode of the second season. It was the 55th episode produced. Its star date is unknown, and its original air date was the 12th of January 1968. We're introduced to this rather mysterious person called Gary 7. The Enterprise goes back to 1968 to do a historical study of Earth when it intercepts Gary 7, an alien-trained Earthman who is tasked with preventing World War III. 7 states, "Careful, ISIS, all right. Captain Kirk, my name is Gary 7. I am a human being from the 20th century. I was on my way." Kirk interrupts. "Humans of the 20th century do not go beaming around the galaxy, Mr. 7. 7 then replies, "I've been living on another planet far more advanced. I was beaming to Earth when you intercepted me." Well, we discover another race and another planet, this time both unknown, advanced, and apparently benevolent. 7 states, "I've been living on another planet far more advanced. I was beaming to Earth when you intercepted me." Kirk, "The location of that planet." 7, "They wish their existence kept secret. Even in your time, it'll remain unknown." Scott, "It's impossible to hide a whole planet." There's not much in this episode apart from the fact that we discover a hidden benevolent planet, which I'll call Gary's planet. I wonder if Gary 7 changes the timeline and prevents World War III. This, in turn, destroys the TOS timeline and gives us the Next Generation timeline. This is more possible than my earlier theory, where I thought the Enterprise's accidental journey back to Earth may have caused the timeline split. It's possible that by failing to stop Gary, the TOS timeline is no more. Or perhaps, more likely, there is a split and there are now 2 timelines. And so we come to an end of this video. This is a rather short video because obviously they're broken up into episodes of 6, and there were 2 episodes left over or rounded. So as a result, this video only covers 2 episodes. The episode scripts can be found on the URL shown here. It becomes obvious that many of the later Star Trek movies and shows do not align with the original vision of the series. This is common in real history, as later historians attempt to change the past in order to justify their beliefs in the present. Alle guten Dinge kommen zu einem Ende.